Make the distinction between some of the leaders at the top of the poll, your Jeb Bushes, your Scott Walkers, or your Rand Pauls. What's the first point you want to make when you're talking to a New Hampshire voter?
Well, first, I think we do need to return to a citizen government. Everything about me is different. I think doing the job of president now, yes, we need to win the job, but we need somebody who can do the job. And I think that requires a real understanding of how the economy works, a real understanding of how the world works, who's in it. I know more world leaders personally than anyone else running, with the possible exception of Hillary Clinton, only I didn't do photo ops. I think it takes someone who understands how bureaucracies work, because our government has become one giant, bloated, unaccountable, inept, in too many cases, bureaucracy. I think it takes someone who understands technology. And I think most especially it takes someone who understands leadership, what it is, what it isn't, that sometimes it requires a tough call, but that mostly now we need a leader in the White House who will unlock the potential of this nation.
Has there been anything that's caught you by surprise out on the campaign trail, be it an issue that's on the minds of voters that perhaps you weren't expecting, or just something about the process itself?
You know, the one thing that I have been surprised about, and I was just speaking to the mayor here about this, I am surprised by how difficult a problem that's becoming. You know, we lost a daughter to addiction, so this is a very personal subject to me. But the people of New Hampshire, including your mayor here, really speak about it now as an epidemic. And so that suggests that we need to really tackle this problem in a different way, whether it's criminal justice reform, whether it's making sure people have an opportunity to get the help they need, jobs that are made available to them. When people start to talk about drug addiction as an epidemic, that's a serious problem in our nation.
Yeah, no question about it. And a lot of people believe it has to take an all-hands-on-deck approach from Washington all the way down. Yeah, we're almost out of time, but again, I pointed out that you're moving in the polls and things are drawing the big crowds. But then people start to worry, well, we don't want to peak too soon either. You know, I mean, there's always the back and forth when it comes to that sort of thing. But every candidate, as we saw in the last cycle, kind of has a high watermark. How do you maintain the momentum that you're having, and is there a particular issue that you think helps you do that?
Well, I hope that 4% in the polls isn't my high water mark. Last time I looked, I was 2%. Before that, I was 0. Now I'm at 4, so that's momentum. But what I need to do is keep working hard. I really appreciate the people of New Hampshire because they're not swayed by who has the highest name ID. I don't. They're not swayed by who raises the most money. I won't. They're swayed by who somebody is and what they're going to do. And so I'm going to continue to work hard and be here in New Hampshire frequently. I'll be back for a week in July. Maybe we can talk again then. That's what I'm going to do.
I hope so. Well, best luck to you moving forward, and come back anytime.
Thank
Good
you
to see
so much. Nice to see you.
We're going to be right